Guten Abend, alle miteinander. Welcome back to Tom Plays Civ 6 for absolute beginners. We are back with Frederick of the Germans. So we basically conquered Egypt and thinking of moving to science, but Tomiris is ahead of us, so might need to make a change of plans. So obviously we could try to stop Tomiris from beating us on science by attacking her, or we can make use of our greater number of cities and our massive industrial capacity to beat her at her own game and win with a science victory. So let's see. What options do we have? Right, so this place is already heavily scienced up. Build a sewer. Probably do still need some defensive units actually for these cities, which I would traditionally build in Trier. Okay, I need spies as well. We're going to need to protect our spaceports. We're going to need 3 spaceports in the end, but perhaps only 1 to start with. Pair out the defences. That would be a good start. I'm guessing that's our new general. I'm just going to join with the field cannon for now. Stavius. Wasn't going to. But I think you can just defend that city as well. That saves a few problems. Alright, 45. Now there's every chance we will get attacked. But just in case we're not going to be, let's leave off the military units for now and try to focus on building things. I want to see if we can feasibly beat Tomiris on the science front. It's funny because she was leading in culture not long ago. I know she's still leading in culture, so she's actually done extremely well. I don't think she's going to actually be able to beat us in culture now. So, Hamburg. Right, Hamburg doesn't have a Hansa yet, which is surprising. So let's have Hamburg build a spy, because I do need spies. London. Okay, well, London is right opposite so I might build an aerodrome in London just to give us a bit of extra help if we have any issues. Cadet. Okay, so we have a bank and a financial help. Alright, we want some let's do Damascus. Actually, let's do Damietta. Thingy, I believe we've got a cultural bonus if we have international trade routes now. So I don't know if you remember that, the builders can repair things for free. So I was just doing a free repair there. Doesn't cost anything. Okay, build an improvement. And you, my friend, can go and protect that city. So I'm basically assuming now that no one's going to attack us. But we will try to be ready if anyone does. But we need to head on to spaceflight as rapidly as we possibly can. Who have we got? Yes, 45. And Joe Nelson. I'm thinking you should join in with that ship. Okay, so what we need is rocketry. That should allow us to start catching Tomyris up. We're going to have to build a spaceport, which he's apparently already done. And then we're going to have to build the satellite in order to launch it into space. Let's put a sewer together. Sewers mainly allow the cities to grow. Defences, I want you to be alert, not actually do anything. Leeds, okay. Let's do Buenos Aires. Once again, is not Catholic. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm actually wondering if we should try to make a national park. I don't know if we can, but it might be worth trying, just because it will even more ensure that Tomyris can't gain a culture victory over us. Also, having done plastics research practice, we can now improve oil resources. So that's worth doing. She wants jade. Actually, that's not a bad deal. I am actually okay with that. No problem. Don't want to give you any military stuff. Yeah, I'll swap jade for silver. So, naturalist. I think any areas we can actually make into a national park should be highlighted. Oops. Sorry. Wasn't meaning to click on you there. Which might mean that there actually aren't any. I suppose our best bet is usually areas where we're not heavily... Actually, to be fair, we might be able to do one here once this city has grown a bit. So let's maybe move the naturalist down a bit. Might move them to Bremen, because we could have a national park that includes the White Cliffs of Dover. That could be even better. We'll be able to do one that includes the Eiffel Tower, realistically. Okay, so, Aachen. I was kind of counting on you guys to make the spaceport in 4 turns. So what can I ask you to make that will only take you 4 turns to create? Builders and traders, looks like. Anything more useful? An aqueduct we don't really need. Could do an entertainment complex. Yeah, okay. Okay, you guys could use a sewer, I think. Oh, we've got a settler. Excellent. That is excellent news. Right, so there's a few places we could take them, but I think the obvious one really has to be up here. So we'll go that way. I know they're kind of recommending down there as a better option, which is interesting. I suppose I've got a point. Oh, well, this area does have tea. It'll be fine. Can always build another settler if we're worried. Can't say I'm desperately concerned right now, though. Okay, you should probably go somewhere where there's oil. Like there. Let's get all the oil we can. Oh, actually, aluminium would be good as well. Maybe do aluminium. I'm already about to do some oil. I need aluminium for planes and such like. Okay. Build an oil well. Just a missionary, isn't it? I'll wait for an apostle. Trier, right. Really granary. I'll take you one turn. Magdeburg. I'm thinking, well, just have a look at our quests. Eureka for rocketry, not going to get that. Great artist. Cultural heritage. Religious conversion, oh, we should do that. Train helicopter. Great writer. Inspiration for Cold War and a destroyer. Can we make a destroyer? No, not yet. So build a workshop. Oh, brilliant. Progress towards rocket deployment. Fair enough. Okay, Trier is ready once again. Let's see. Okay. I am going to build the Hermitage on the assumption that Aachen will build the first spaceport. La Venta. Okay. What should La Venta build? Cristo Redentor? There's a mine there. Yeah, go on. Let's build some wonders. Oh, yes. Proper sanitation. Yeah, because we've done the sewers, we've made some progress towards suffrage, which I think gives us democracy. Okay, Aachen. I need you to build a spaceport, so build a builder, because that will only take one turn. And I think you will be in a position to build a spaceport straight afterwards. Cologne, right. Do you have a theatre square? You do have a theatre square. In that case, how about you build the Bolshoi Theatre? Leeds. Okay, Leeds I tend to think of as a trade centre, so you build some traders. And Augsburg, you build a power plant. Let's increase production capability again. Repair the encampment. And these guys have... Oh no, the field cannons arrived. Right, this one I am going to upgrade. And this one. And then you two are going to form into a... whatchamacallit? A core. Okay, Naturalist is going to sleep until we've gained a bit more. You can see where a city was destroyed there. Bit of history. Apparently we're making Philip nervous. I'm not actually doing anything, Philip. In fact, I'm probably going to change to a democracy at my first opportunity now. Oh boy, this isn't good. We now have the ability to build a spaceport. That is good. That is very good. Right, we need next. I think advanced flight is probably on. There's a few things we could do with building actually to get towards space. We have another great scientist. Excellent. However, for anything else, we need to deal with these guys. Not having them trying to convert us. Can't build an apostle yet, but nonetheless. On the plus side, it looks like Philip and Saladin are still fighting, so hopefully they'll be too busy attacking each other with theological combat to worry too much about us. But nonetheless, if they're going to try it on, I'll try and take them down. These guys have a plus to theological combat. That's their special ability. And we should be able to heal them at the shrine, I think. Okay, so you, before anything else, need to be building a spaceport. I don't think the spaceport has to go anywhere particularly. What we are going to need to do is defend it and our industrial complex. So I might build it there. Possibly move the spy to the art world, next chance. Got 8 more turns, so I just have to hope we don't get sabotaged in that time. And we've built another builder, which is great. So let us... we need to do... let's head down to that aluminium there. Okay, so... for each rainforest tile here or adjacent. That's pretty good. Okay, so it seems to be saying that if we go to any of these spots, we're going to get a ton of stuff. Usually they're sort of highlighted. Progress towards mobilization, which is a good thing. I don't know why Philip's getting nervous. He's got the least reason to be nervous. We're nowhere near him. How bizarre. Oh well. Oh, yes, builder. Improvement, so that's given us a boost to nanotechnology, which is also good. Still immensely worried about Tomiris. It's nice that we do have the option to attack. At the same time, with the science, I'll need to watch myself with these planes and things. Okay. Cultural heritage. Heritage tourism. Not too concerned about that. Not even that concerned about the science, really. However, how are we doing for great people? Okay, so we're way ahead on the great writers. So if we move the great writers to the great engineers, Mind you, we're kind of ahead on those anyway. Might not actually just not worry about it. Choose Civic. Well, we may as well go for mobilisation, as soon as we have a boost to it. Memphis, what were you in the middle of building? Well, they've got a full industrial zone. I'm not entirely sure you're the best people to build a spaceport. Really? Still, maybe they just take a long time to build. Let's build one anyway. Just to be on the safe side. Bremen. Okay, well, you can build a power plant. Send envoy, right, well. Let's try and keep what we have first. So we've Stockholm, Valletta and Zanzibar. Make sure we stay suzerain of those. You've done some improvements, you head to the oil. You build farm. And you are going to defend that city against all comers. While it builds its medieval walls, which I'm sure will be highly effective in keeping out the biplanes and the bombers. Okay, so this... Where are you going? I want you to attack! Attack! Okay, that was less effective than I'd hoped. Maybe I misunderstood the signals. Never mind. It's still giving us something. No. You can resort to any means you want to have your demands met. I guess we will go for the crabs next. I think there's still food. I'm not really sure though. Okay. Let's do Seville. Sydney Opera House, nice. The factory first then. They're trying to make the most of our capabilities as a... Got a Hansa, haven't we? Let's do a spaceport then. Trying to make the most of our extra capabilities in terms of industry as the Germans. We also have the advantage of an extra potential district for the size of our cities, which I'm hoping should help us in peacetime. We could do with changing government though. Our current government is more geared towards a war. It'd be nice to go straight to a democracy really. Advanced flight. Okay, right, so launch moon landing, so that should be our next option, because that's another bit on the space race. We've gained a great engineer. Hopefully they will help with something. Really need to catch these missionaries. To be fair, there's only one missionary, they're probably not a huge concern. Is this our engineer? Must be on a completed space port. Excellent. That is brilliant. Right, okay, so we'll wait for the spaceports to complete and that should give us a head start. Which is great. How is Tomiris doing? Tomiris is... apparently, oh right, has already launched the first move. That's less good. Definitely less good. So I'm now wondering if we ought to be attacking. Well, there's one thing you can say for Saladin's missionaries, they're certainly fast. Of course they're fast because they're using our roads, which is mildly annoying. Not to be harsh, but I don't actually care if they're going for Tomiris or for us. Oh, the builder must still have additional builds. That's good. Just one, but that one is perfect, just enough. I see they managed to take the coal from us. Yeah. Fair enough. It's annoying, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. It really doesn't. Okay. Well, workshop, I suppose. Repair the watermill. Build another oil well. I might keep an eye on this missionary. They can keep running, but the minute they actually stop to try to spread the faith, we will have them. Okay, so now we can make armies, so this is like the core, but it will be 3 military units. So we have an extremely powerful army. Okay, right, we've lost something here. Unit maintenance is a new one. So that's actually an improvement. I think it was reduced by 1 last time. That's actually really good. Yes, I think so. Okay, ideology or capitalism? Well, let's go for ideology because it's cheaper. It gives us more spies. We've got a new merchant, which is also good. We have a casus belli to declare war on Tomiris, which is definitely good. Ulm. What can Ulm build for us? Okay, well, let's build a granary first. Munster, right, Munster in theory is supposed to be military, which is interesting, but they've never really got off the ground. Maybe a granary would help? Not really sure. Build a monument. Sarah Breedlove. Oh, cool. Sounds good. Just 45 for now. I do wonder about this casus belli. Not so much fun coming into our lands now, is it? Not a fan, huh? I haven't mongered any war for ages. So this should reduce their faith and increase ours. In fact, it's done it so much that we've actually won the city over to Catholicism, which is brilliant. Okay, so this, I'm guessing, is a new spy. Berlin. It does have a Hansa. How about you do the Sydney Opera House? Yes. New spy is Joanna. So that is good. To repair the market. It's always faster to repair things than to build something new, so it's usually worth repairing everything straight away. Right, where is the spaceport? I think it's here, Soloka. Of course, there might be more than one, but that can't be helped. Okay, yeah, they've got 2 spaceports, but actually, let's go to the capital city. We need to try to disrupt rocketry if we can, and any sabotage we can do, basically, would be good. Right, we've got more envoys. Right, so who is around Tomyris? Well, it's basically Geneva, isn't it? So we should try to take Geneva from Tomyris, because if we can do that and declare war, we might be able to cause her some serious issues without even fighting. Which would be good, because she's right in the middle of a bunch of our client states. She wants oil. Can't do oil. She wants aluminium. Actually, no, that's for planes. She wants mercury. Mercury I might be up for. However, I'm not interested. Sorry. Don't really want to be giving her money. Because again, that can be used for military stuff. Right, well, I want the Apostle to go all the way back to the shrine. So I think they can heal up at the shrine. We're about to find out. And then they'll be ready if Saladin sends another missionary across. Thankfully it's only one. Usually when you're facing Saladin and you don't have him on a continent with Philip, you'll look up one day and see an absolute horde of missionaries coming over the horizon. It's slightly scary. Okay. Months has a fully functioning Hansa, so I might make a spaceport. I'm just going to hedge my bets and make as many spaceports as we can, or at least in any city that seems remotely likely to be able to compete. Okay. Don't entirely like this because it's near a potential beauty spot, but I suppose we should try to exploit the oil. I'll start with this one. Could go for copper second, I suppose. Not sure what of ruptures we've got. Have we done any reindeer yet? But then I don't know if we've got any within our grounds yet. It's not entirely an option. Counter spy. Okay, I do want to counter spy again, but this time, if I can just find it, I want to do it in the theatre district because that will protect our spaceport and industrial zone, which are the main concerns. Counter spy, theatre square. Okay, so that should protect everything that we need to get our ship off the ground. Okay, we are being denounced again. Does have a point though. What I would like to know is we had a knight somewhere. I wonder if we can upgrade that to be a helicopter and fulfill Stockholm's mission. We've done the satellites, which is good. I think I'm okay with what we have. I should only gold as much now. Let's go with this one. Just in case we do get into another war. Okay, new research. Right, what do we... Oh right, we can't even build helicopters yet. Fair enough then. Alright, let's do combined arms first. Civic, right, okay, that's communism. Suffrage is democracy, totalitarianism is fascism. Let's do suffrage so we can change to a democratic government. Still upgrade them to a tank though. Okay. See, London's quite a good option to build a spaceport, they're quite powerful. Just whether we should be building a hangar as well and getting our air capabilities up in case we need to attack. I don't know, we might still win out on just on manufacturing capability. So they're going to have a lot of oil. Factory. Okay, spaceport will take you a while. How about a water mill? Water mills are always useful. Heidelberg. Okay, build me a granary. Might want some builders there actually at some point. Okay, so we're very unlikely to succeed on disrupt rocketry. So let's do gain sources first. Apostle, rest and repair. There we go. That's what I wanted, so they should be ready to fight another theological combat against anyone who crosses over. In the meantime, we might be able to make another apostle and maybe start on Buenos Aires again, which will give him another target to go for instead of our mainland. Ulm. Okay. Well now. Don't really need any more housing right now. Maybe another shipyard. I think that gives housing anyway. And yeah, I think just sleep for now. Another great person, a great writer, that's good. That should also give us... Oh excellent, it's given us another envoy in Geneva. That was the one we were trying to take from Tomaris. So that could make quite a difference. Swenet. Okay, build an armory. Well, looks like there are no less than 3 places that he could write something. Cool. Oh yeah, the Great Library, of course. Nope. You do that. Right, so we should now have found any uranium deposits. which I'm hoping we will have a few of. There's one. That is good. Might need a builder in that case. Ooh, mechanised infantry. Right. Hamburg. Hamburg does not have a Hansa. Doesn't even have a monument. Great. Okay, you build a builder so we can get those nice nukes. I mean that nice, completely peaceful nuclear power is of course what I mean. So is this another spy? Yep, this is another spy. Right, so I want you to go to one of the other areas of a spaceport. So let's take this one. And I'm hoping you're going to be successful. Okay, I think they only produced 2, but I could be wrong. So we've got one of F. Scott Fitzgerald's writings there, and another one, the Great Library. They're both in Aachen, which I suppose might be a mistake. Just thinking about the theming. I was thinking ideally you want them in different buildings, but I could be wrong. Maybe you want them in different cities as well. Still, until we get another great writer, it's how they're going to signify. Aha! Excellent. We have suddenly become enlightened. Straight from a monarchy. So when you first discover a government, your citizens are enthusiastic to try the new government. So you can switch to it without any penalties. Whereas normally, if you try to switch, you end up with a revolution. So you see we've completely changed now. We've lost 2 of our military slots, but we've gained slots literally everywhere else. So it's a much better government. So we're going to go for great engineer points and diplomatic arsenal democracy. That looks good. That looks very good. Let's go with that. Still quite keen to have the envoys. Mind you, I mean this is pretty good as well. I don't have any allies. I should have read the small print. Trade routes to an allies city. Okay, that's fine then, we'll go with Raj. She gives us some pluses. Unfortunately, she doesn't give us production. But it cannot be helped. Okay, so economic. Do we have any new economics? Right, a new deal. +4 housing, +2 amenities, at least 3 specialty districts. That's good because we have lots of those. Economic union, not as keen on them. We do have triangular trade, which might be good. Production towards wonders. Science, we're doing quite well with science, really. Builders, yeah, we've got the industry one, haven't we? Settlers, tourism. I mean, tourism's great, but I don't feel in any danger of tourism. So maybe triangular trade would be a good one. We do have a lot of trade routes after all. There we go, we're now a democracy, so that will probably stop us from declaring war, because I think the Senate will block it. So we're really going to have to focus on a nuclear program. I'm going to boost to it, and it'll probably give us a boost towards actual nuclear research. Is that a second nuclear place? Excellent. That's good. Having said that, and having formed a democracy, I'm starting to think that we should maybe call it quits there. Just finish the new buildings for the turn. Nechen. Okay, you build an armory. And just press next turn without even thinking. Philip doesn't like us. Philip has thanked Saladin for basically not being particularly threatening. Sounds good to me. I like people not to be particularly threatening. Oh, we're building a possum. Great. Okay, so Augsburg again. You build a sewer. We're a democracy now. We need decent sanitation. Okay, I think you should build a Hansa as well. Ooh, wait a minute. Apparently this would be +3. Okay, alright, so let's call it there. We've formed a democracy, so that's going to be our big achievement for today. I mean, remember, democracy isn't the best form of government, it's just better than all the other ones that have been tried. I've misquoted that, hasn't I? I think it's something like it's the worst form of government apart from all the others that have been tried from time to time. Every governmental system has its flaws, but in any case, given we're going for the space race, it's probably our best option at the moment. I'm just really hoping Tomiris isn't able to beat us too quickly. I think we are catching up, so I think we will do it. What basically happens is, for the final section, you need to do 3 things simultaneously. So I think that's where we'll win out. I think we will have 3 cities with spaceports, with Hansas, with power plants and all sorts, and we will just be able to outbuild her. And if not, we can always change governments again and just attack her, if we have to. But I'm hoping it won't come to that. I'd rather just stick with a democracy. I don't think we can get a war victory now anyway, so let's just get the science one. And make use of our early warmongering, or early to mid-game warmongering, by just having masses more cities than she has. Possibly see if we can buy a spaceport at some point, actually. Or maybe buy one of these achievements, seeing as we're getting so much gold. But anyway, that is for next time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you then.